when I saw Jacqueline Williams and Lauren Ajembag walking out to umpire this second one-day international between West Indies and Australia, I said to myself, there goes the two best women umpires in the world. It's very hard, however, to accept that with Australia 218 for 7 after 44.4 overs, and the fifth delivery of that 45th over being bowled by Hafley Fletcher, as the batswoman Nicola Carey went to sweep Fletcher. The ball came off the face of the bat, went high in the air, and Shemaine Camber took an easy catch that Lauren Ajembag gave it not out. Aileen Matthews was stunned. The West Indies team was stunned. Those of us who watching between this match and the Jamaica Trinidad U15 match at Melbourne Oval in Jamaica were shocked that she never gave Nicola Carey out. And when you considered that Australia went on to add 41 runs in the next 5 overs to propel them to 269, it is very disheartening. The West Indies made one change to their playing 11, bringing in Ashwini Munisar to replace the low on confidence Alia Alain. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cricket Forum, the Caribbean #1 cricket channel. I thank you very much for being here, and I appreciate your company, and I look forward to your live interaction as we hope that the West Indies can lever this 3-match series against Australia. Please become a member of the Cricket Forums Club on Patreon and be part of our discussion when we are streaming games. Australia recovered from 82 for 4 when Ashley Gardner was dismissed of the 5th delivery of the 16th over by Aileen Matthews being bowled down. They made 269 and have set West Indies 270 to win. And after 4 overs, West Indies are 14 without loss in their reply. Quiana Joseph is on 10 from 21 deliveries, and the captain Aileen Matthews is on 2 from 3 deliveries. I really appreciate your company. I thank you for being here, and I look forward to the discussion as we go through this second one-day international between West Indies and Australia. As you know, Australia is leading this white ball series 4-0. They have won the 3 T20 and they have won the first match in the ODI series. Should they win this match, West Indies would have gotten 5-love. We hope nothing goes like that. Slow but solid start, and Quiana Joseph is on 10 from 22 as Megan Schutz start her 3rd over, the 5th of the West Indies innings. It was defended back down the onside of the pitch, and there was no run. So Schultz with our second delivery bowls to Joseph, who drives, cannot beat mid-wicket. The ball bunks away. Will they get a single? I will just have to wait and see. No, apparently no singles there. The score remains at 14 without loss as she looks to drive that one through mid-wicket. Very interesting match going on at Melbourne Oval between Jamaica under-15 and West Indies and Trinidad and Tobago under-15. So the last time I checked with the score, Trinidad and Tobago were 75 for 7. 75 for 7. Jamaica made 90. I'm soon telling you, I think Jamaica made 96, so they would need a further 21 runs to win. Then, how many did Jamaica made? 99 or they, anyway, it's a very close match going on. These two have added about 15 thus far. So they are now 76 for 8. Pull and a miss by Quiana Joseph. The keeper did not collect, but they did not go through for the run. So it's now 76 for 8. 76 for 8. So Jamaica have picked up another wicket there. 76 for 8. Trinidad and Tobago under 15. Jamaica made 96 today. They need 21 more runs to win with 2 wickets in hand. So very interesting match going on there at Melbourne Oval. Megan Schutz bowls to Quiana Joseph, who she just simply stand up straight and blocked it to extra cover. And 1 to coming over number 5. 14 without loss. 5 deliveries have been bowled in this over. No run conceded thus far. You know, I was saying to myself, any way you look at this match, you know, it's not good for West Indies cricket. I passionately want Jamaica to win, but these scores doesn't reflect good. As she looks to swing this away, goes off the bottom edge, down towards fine leg, it going out to the boundary, it gets there. West Indies will move up to 18 without loss. Quiana Joseph moves up to 14 at the end of over number 5. Yes, I'm looking at it, you know, and I'm saying 70, sure, sir. I'm now seeing 77 for 7. That's the score that I'm now seeing. I'm confused. Just now I saw 76 for 8, and now I saw 77 for 7. And you can click this. West Indies need to pay good scorers to score the games. There is a market deficiency in the persons who are scoring these games for the West Indies. We saw it in the first one-day international. We are seeing it in this second one-day international. We are seeing it now in this match between Trinidad under 15 and Jamaica under 15. They need to pay better to score these matches. And I think why they are not attracting best-in-class scorers is because of what they are paying. You can clip that. 18 without loss after 5.1 overs. Because the score was just 76 for 8, and now it's 78 for 7. Anyway, Gardner bowls to Matthews, turn it to mid-wicket, no run. 18 without loss after 5.2. So it's 78 for 7. And as I said, it doesn't matter which way this match goes. You know, the bigger picture is that it is poor. Absolutely poor from under 15. It just appears that there's a dearth of talent. Dearth of talent. It's over the wicket now, comes in now, bowls to Matthews, and Matthews turns this away into the outside, and there is no runs. The score goes up by 1 to 19 without loss. So, thank you, Banana Brooks. Yes, 96, and yeah, they're, you know, so I'm trying to stay with both matches. So Trinidad is now 79 for 7. They need a further, it can't be. So it need a further. Oh, so maybe the score was adjusted for Duckworth Lewis. A swing and a miss by Quiana Joseph as it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. So, and that again is poor because I'm seeing where Trinidad need 21 runs to win from 8.2 overs, which that, and Jamaica made 96. So, as somebody who understands the cricket, it appears, well, they have lost their 8 wickets now. So it's now 79 for 8. I hope it is right. as Joseph came forward on the front foot and strokes that to mid-off. So I hope it is right now. West Indies 19 without loss after 5.5. So Trinidad and Tobago, they have lost their 8th wicket. Of course, I passionately want Jamaica to win. There's no way I could want Trinidad to win, but the bigger picture, this is not good for West Indies cricket. And on the other hand, I'm saying that the scorecard should have been reflecting the information that the target that Trinidad and Tobago is chasing had been adjusted for Duckworth Lewis. Good shot by Quiana Joseph, short delivery, and she spanked it up and over the infield down to backward point for 4. That will take the West Indies score up to 23. It's the second consecutive over that we are seeing where Quiana Joseph is hitting the last delivery of that over for 4. So 23 without loss after 6. West Indies chasing 270. Matthews is on 3. Joseph is on 18. It's a slow start, 6-4-24. That means they're just scoring at 3.5 runs per over. Let me see now. 6 threes is 18. No, 3.56 runs per over. So 6 into 50 is 8. 6 into 8.3. So they are scoring at 3.83 runs per over. Slow start, but there's always room to pick it up. Matthews off the back foot looks to pull. She mistimed the pull down to the fielder at mid-on as Megan should start her 4th over. Interestingly, in this match, Molyneux is not captain, and it's McGrath, Taylor McGrath, who is captain in the team. Yeah. Definitely the scorecard should have been reflecting that the score is being adjusted. So Matthews is standing tall in her crease, but cannot beat Alana King at extra cover. No run, 23 without loss. So Schutt is bowling to Ailey Matthews, who's on 3 from 8 deliveries. 3 from 8 deliveries. I thank you, Banana Brooks, 79 for 8 days. Banana Brooks updating us. Big up yourself, Afina. So I know I can stay with this match because deep in her crease, and that was zeroing and mid and off stump, and she got back down to it at the last moment and played to Ashley Gardner at mid-on. I know Banana Brooks will update us with what's going on in that match between Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. So I can stick with the game here and don't have to be switching between. Shoots to Matthews outside the half stump, and she cracks this in the gap between backward point and short third man down to the boundary for 4. West Indies move up to 27 without loss after 6.4 overs. So that was back of the length outside the half stump, and Ailey Matthews was playing it from the top of the bounce in the gap between backward point and short third man down to the boundary for 4. West Indies move up to 27 without loss. So thank you, Banana Brooks. It's now 81 for 8. Shoots to Matthews off the back foot again. This time she cannot beat backward point, as that delivery was much closer to her than the previous one. 6.5 overs have been bowled. The score remains at 27 without loss. So I almost say 67 without loss. That would be good. Wouldn't that be good? That would be very, very good. 27 without loss. Here is Schutt. Megan Schutt. She's over the wicket. The right arm seamer gathers, bowled to Matthews. Turn into the onside, through forward of square. The umpire had to move to get out of the way, and they get a single. One more to the total. This 5 from this over. 28 without loss after 7. 28 without loss after 7. So the score have gone up now to 86 for 8, and Trinidad and Tobago appears to be closing on victory in that match. You can also clip this. I have a lot of time for Sunil Shah. I have touted her a number of times. I love to watch her bat. She has not been scoring the runs despite the 300 she made in the KFC tournament, which I think was brilliant, magnificent for someone to make 300 in any form of cricket. You have some class about you. And I hope she develop and become a very outstanding cricketer for the West Indies. But anyone who think that Sunil Shah is the best reserve wicket keeper we have in the West Indies is making a mockery of the West Indies selection process. Once again, we have seen another woman cricketer being selected to the West Indies cricket team that just cannot perform the task that she was selected for. And Sunil Shah is the third such person in less than a year. Nerissa Crafton, Manny Mangrove, and now Sunil Shah. None of those three persons should never be near the West Indies cricket team at this time. And you can clip that. 28 without loss after 7.1 overs. Kim Gard to continue. She's over the wicket, bows to the right hand with Matthews, who drive through the gap. She never timed it all that well, but they'll give chase and they'll pick it up. Oh, it gone into the boundary. Just as she was about to flick it back, she missed the flick. And that's a good shot by Ailey Matthews, you know. She never timed it as the previous one. It never pinged off the bat and went through the covers. But what makes that a good shot? Because this is the type of shots that I love. Let's watch this now. Gart over the wicket, goes to Matthews. Matthews squared up, goes to backward point. There's no run. She was looking to play that in the inside. She squared up, came off the face of the bat, goes to backward point. There is no run. 90 for 8 in the Trinidad Jamaica match. 90 for 8. But what made that shot what Matthews played for 4 just now? I will say it at the end of the over. 3 deliveries to come. 32 without loss. Kim Gart over the wicket, bowls to Matthews, deep in her crease. She played it down the inside of the pitch to the bowler, who skipped across and field, and there is no run. There was no run. So 32 without loss. Joseph, she's on 18 from 30 deliveries. Matthews is on 12 from 16 deliveries. So there's a slipper shot third man. Comes in now, bowls to Matthews, and Matthews work this into the inside. Mid-wicket has to move to her right. They shied at the bowler's end. So Matthews was umbering in, and Alana King saw that and shied it at the bowler's end. But she got in. The score will go up by 1 now to 33 without loss. Quiana Joseph comes into strike. So that ball was played into the inside. Matthews was really running hard, and she was to press the gas as Alana King swooped on it at mid-wicket and shied at the bowler's end. She didn't hit the stump, but Matthews needed was to press the gas. There's a slip, there's a backward point, there's a cover, mid-on, mid-wicket, and a short fine leg. Round the wicket, Gart bowls to Quiana Joseph, who played it to cover, and there is no run. 8 overs gone, 33 without loss. That's easy maths. Yeah, it's easy maths, eh? 4.125 is the run rate. 4.125 is the current run rate. They remain at 90 without loss. Beautiful image there. 90 for 8, sorry. That's Trinidad. Yeah, so why I love that shot that Matthews had played earlier is the fact that the fielder had to give chase right to the boundary. And I always love those type of shots. So you put work in the fielder's leg. They have to chase it right to the boundary, and it's still 4. You know? You can imagine if as soon as she came back, the next ball was driven to the boundary. I doubt she'd run it down. Even probably should have been able to stop the second one, you know. But having chased the first one, she wouldn't have put that same effort into the second one, you know. So Alana King comes into the attack. I can tell you that the 7 in the circle are backward point, cover, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, and a mid-wicket, and a backward square leg. There's a deep mid-wicket, so that's 8. I'm assuming that the next person is on the cover boundary. I'm assuming. King to Matthews, outside the half stump, the leg break, grips and turn, and there's no white signal. And Matthews is livid with the umpire. She's agitated with the umpire. She's livid with her. And that's good. Put pressure on her, yes. Look at that ball. Look how far that ball went. And Lauren Ajibang, who's a very outstanding umpire, so I'm not saying that she doesn't know the game. So if it is not incompetent, she's cheating. Because I know Lauren Ajibang is an outstanding umpire. She has umpired in a World Cup final, and she's cheating. 92 for 8 Trinidad. And yes, clip this. Lauren Ajibang umpired in a women World Cup final at the age of 25. I consider these two umpires in this match to be the best female umpires in the world. So she's not incompetent. I would not say that she's incompetent. She's not. She's an outstanding umpire. And we saw in the first one-day international, she didn't check if the ball came off the bowler's hand when she gave Datin out, run out. She never checked that. We saw today when the ball came off the face of the bat of Nicola Carey, and Shemaine Campbell took the catch off the face of the bat. She never gave it out. And we saw here again Alana King bowl a leg break that is wide. And Ajibang did not signal the wide. And she's not incompetent. That means she's cheating. She's cheating. And you can click that. Good shot by Quiana Joseph. So the score goes up to 38 without loss as the leg spinner turned into her and she swung it away over backward square leg for 4. Alana King bowls to Joseph, and Joseph on the front foot plays this to extra cover, no run. 38 without loss at the end of over number 9. 38 without loss. I don't like this. I don't like this. You know, I just don't like this. The over is completed. You see what I'm talking about, the scoring? The over is completed and they have 8.5 instead of the over completed. It's not good. I don't know what is happening. I know these things are a challenge because, you know, as you see there on the screen tomorrow, Cornwall College playing Mayday High School in the Grace, the first Global Bank T20 cricket competition. And that match will be live on the Cricket Forum. It will stream live on the Cricket Forum. You know, so I know that there are scoreboard challenges. Ashley Gardner bowls to the captain, Ailey Matthews, who steered this down to backward point. Quiana Joseph is through for the singer. 39 without loss after 9.1 overs. Joseph is on 22. Matthews is on 15. Trinidad and Tobago under 15, 95 for 8. They are 95 for 8. So they are just 5 more away from victory. Jamaica need 2 wickets. Gardner to Joseph, who pulled this over the field at backward square leg head down to the boundary for 4. She jumped, but she just could not reach there. So TNT had won. So Banana Brooks, thank you very much for that update. So TNT had won. And so now we can now solely focus on this West Indies match. Quiana Joseph, 43 without loss. Gardner round the wicket to Joseph, taken on the pad. This is very close. Not out, said Jacqueline Williams. Well done, Jacqueline Williams. You know, well done, Jacqueline Williams. And I said, well done, Jacqueline Williams there, because Jacqueline Williams realized that Lauren Ajembag is not umpiring fair. And that ball was zeroing, and I think, on mid and leg. I would love to see a replay of that again, because I think that ball was scratching into mid and leg. And so Jacqueline Williams said, Ajembag, if you are going to cheat, I am going to lever it out from the next end. So well done, Jacqueline Williams. Well done. So Matthews was deep in her crease, and she pulled that ball through mid-on for 4. Here is Gardner, bowls to Matthews again. She covers up. This pitch is keeping low, but she played it to mid-on. 48 without loss. So 2 deliveries ago was a delivery back of a length from Ashley Gardner, and it was pulled through mid-on down to long-on for 4. Matthews again deep in her crease. Worked this to mid-wicket. 48 without loss. At the end of 10, the return came into the keeper with some aggression. So Matthews is now on 19. Joseph on 27. West Indies after 10 overs, after the power play, are 48 without loss in the second one-day international between Australia and the West Indies from Warner Park in St. Kitts Nevis. Welcome club member Roxanne Gray. And Roxanne Gray saying that we can win this match. Indeed, I definitely think so. It's going to turn a lot. It has been turning. And there's she. Very good umpire. Outstanding umpire. Absolutely outstanding umpire. Can't blame her for not knowing the game. And when 3 such blatant decisions goes against, well, the Datin run out, I would not say it definitely goes against us. I'm just thinking that she should have checked it. You know, but when 3 such decisions happen in such a short time against probably arguably the best woman umpire in the game, it's you can't call it incompetence. You can't call it mistake. You have to call it cheating. King to Matthews. Matthews played back to King, no run. The score remains at 49 without loss. Alana King, outstanding bowler. Yes. King over the wicket. The right arm leg spinner bowls. It grips and Matthews wait on it. It was slow turn. And she works it down to cow corner for a single. Slow turn by Alana King. It grips and turn, but it was very slow turn. And Matthews had all the time in the world to just turn it away down to cow corner and get a single. So Quiana Joseph will come into strike. The West Indies 50 is up. King to Joseph, who goes deep in her crease, tucked it away down back with a square leg. The fielder came off the boundary, which allows the batswoman to go through for a single. West Indies 51 without loss after 10.4. Yes, sir. Yeah, I definitely think so that we can win the match. I have no doubt in my mind that we can win this match. So let's watch Matthews as she faces up now to Alana King. The right arm leg spin over the wicket. Short. She cuts. Beat the dive of the field at backward point. Can the sweeper come around? No. 4 runs. 55 without loss. A short back of a length. Matthews cut. Beat the dive of the field at backward point. Who got a hand to it. And it goes into the boundary for 4. As the sweeper on the cover boundary was unable to get there. We're going to watch now as... Oh, that was the delivery. They're just showing it over. King now to Matthews, and Matthews again cut. It goes to the fielder coming off the boundary this time, much straighter to her. She sends the return in. That's Phoebe. So West Indies, good looking start here. Yeah, as I saw that replay in which Quiana Joseph drove at the ball and it peeled off the edge, and a flying attempt by the field that first slip. I was almost saying the catch of the century, but then I realized she never got to it. You know? So 56 without loss. As we're gonna watch now, I will tell you I'm seeing 5 fielders. I can tell you. Gardner bowls to Matthews. I can tell you the 5 fielders that I'm seeing. Backward point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, and mid-wicket. Those are the 5 fielders that I'm seeing. So I guess the other 4 is on the boundary. There would be a long off, cover, deep mid-wicket, and a long on, I'm assuming. As this one is blocked back to the bowler. There could be a deep backward square leg, a deep mid-wicket, and a deep fielder at long on. Well, there's a deep mid-wicket. Bowls to Matthews. Matthews has turned it into the onside. Yes, sir. Indeed, I think I got that right. Definitely think I got that right. So Joseph will comes into strike. She is on 29 from 39. Gardner is going round the wicket to the left-hander. She bowls to the left-hander who popped it back to her and she's out. So another straight ball got her on the pad and she popped it back to the bowler and she is out. So Quiana Joseph is gone. So we can't. So it just popped it back to the bowler. You know, I am not surprised that Quiana Joseph got out that way. Again, and I'm saying this, you people can clip this. Clip this. I am not surprised that Quiana Joseph got out that way. Straight ball on her pad, pop it back to the bowler. How many times have we seen that ball that zeroing onto Quiana Joseph pad got her out? How many times? To her credit, however, we saw in this innings from Quiana Joseph improvement in playing that delivery. And I'm glad that we called it out. And it appears that if we never called it out, his good friend Shane Diaz, because as I said yesterday, Quiana Joseph is a favorite of Shane Diaz. I don't know if it's the only favorite, but she's a favorite of him. So I'm very happy to see that they are working, they are doing some work with Quiana Joseph to counter that. And why does it have to take the cricket forum to call it out before they start working on it? Why? So I'm not surprised that she got out in that way from a delivery zeroing on her front pad. But I want to give her credit because in this innings, I have seen improvement in her trying to counter that delivery. And if you look back at the start of the match, she played that on drive, which was world class. So credit to Quiana Joseph, but why took the coaching staff so long to start working on it? Why? Why they have to wait on the cricket forum to point it out before they start working on it? You can click that. 58 for 1. 58 for 1. Quiana Joseph gone for 29. Caught on bowl by Ashley Gardner of 41 deliveries. She hit 6 fours and no 6. Matthews is on 26. And yesterday, Friday's Centurion Stephany Taylor is on 1. So Alana King will continue. She will bowl over number 13, 58 for 1 West Indies. Definitely think we have a good chance to win this match, you know. Definitely think so. King bowls to Taylor, who just turned this into the onside. And they go through for a quick single, 59 for 1. So they go through for a quick single there, 59 for 1. Taylor just turning that into the onside and getting a single. She's 2 from 2, I think. Matthews will come into strike as they show you some of the shots she played yesterday. Alana King bowls to Matthews, who played it to backward point, can't beat the fielder, and there is no run. So there's a short third man and there's a backward point, and they are very close together. The right arm leg spinner, Alana King, she's over the wicket. Bowls to Matthews. Matthews deep in her crease, played it to mid-wicket. No run. The score remains 59 for 1. Let's watch the right arm leg spinner. Alana King comes in now. Bowls to Matthews. Matthews off the back foot. She pierced the gap. It's going out towards the cover boundary. Straight to the fielder. Phoebe Litchfield, who sends the return in. 1 more to the total. 60 for 1 now, West Indies. 60 for 1. They're showing me my friend, man, Shane Dietz. They're showing me my friend. King bowls to Taylor, who played it back down the offside of the pitch to the bowler field, and there was no run. The score remains at 60 for 1. Taylor seconds as Alana King comes in, bowls to her. There's a slip in place, and she worked this into the onside. Gardner picks up, no run. The score remains at 60 for 1. So after 13 overs, West Indies 60 for 1, needing a further 210 runs to win. The required run rate is just 5.7 thereabouts. So we are in this as dust sets at Warner Park in St. Kitts and the Nevis. 60 for 1. We just need to ensure. Anthony Jarvis, good evening. Good evening, Athena. Good evening, Pascal Williams. Thank you, Athena. Much appreciation. So, Matthews on 27. Taylor on 2. Gardner to continue. Bowls to Matthews. Turn it to mid-wicket. There's no run. The score remains at 60 for 1. This is over number 14. Ashley Gardner in her third over. 1 for 12 thus far. The right arm off spinner. She's bowling over the wicket to the right-handed West Indies captain, who played it down to mid-on. The field at mid-wicket skipped to her right. Stopped it. No run. 60 for 1 after 13.2. Yeah, please smash a like on the video and subscribe, please. Hit that thumbs up button. Gardner to Matthews off the back foot in the air, wide of cover. It running out towards the boundary. It gets there now, 4 runs. So she was beaten in the flight as she uses her feet, beaten in the flight. She went through the shot, took one on off the bat. It passed cover and went down to the boundary for 4. So 4 more to the total. She took her right hand off the bat to make sure she guided it away from the fielder at cover. That one played on the inside of the pitch. Gardner skipped across, stopped it, 64 for 1. So she was clearly beaten in the flight there. And that was great skill by Matthews, to get the right hand off the bat and to ensure that the left hand guide the ball into the gap, away from the dive of the field at cover. 64 for 1 after 13.5. Gardner, 1 for 16 from her 2 point. So they're making some adjustment to the field. The backward point, the cover, and the mid-off. Those are the 3 in the circle. Matthews drive to cover. Well done. Well done. 64 for 1 at the end of the over. Matthews is on 31. Taylor is on 2. Good evening to you, Jamor Small. Are you at the game? Have you been able to catch up with our good friend Shane Dietz and ask him why he's hiding from the cricket forum? You know, I don't know why Shane Dietz would hide from the cricket forum, you know, because from the time, and everyone who is honest and is following the cricket would have seen an improvement in the West Indies cricket team since Shane Dietz come on the cricket forum, and I pointed out some things to him that he needs to get done. And since he implement those things, there are 6 things that I asked him to do. 6. And he did 5 of them, and the team has improved since. And he's now hiding from me. I don't know why. So Jamor Small, please ask him why he's hiding from me. Please. I read, yeah. When last is the West Indies women team played in Jamaica? We need to get them playing in Jamaica. Alana King bowled a full toss to Matthews, a full delivery to Matthews, which she hit in the ground and it bounced away to mid-off. 65 for 1. Matthews is on 31. Taylor is on 3. King bowls to Matthews, good leg break, touching down on middle and leg and turning across the West Indies right-hander who blocks it back down the middle of the pitch to the right arm leg spinner Alana King. She's pushing back the long off. That means she's going to probably toss this one up a little more. Let's see. Yes, she does. And over the top, good shot. Oh, lovely shot there by Matthews. The fielder comes around and picked up. And there's a singer. 32 now for Matthews. Taylor is on 3, 66 for 1. You could tell that she was going to toss up that one a little more. And she did toss it up a little more. And Matthews just laughed it over the infield. The fielder circle on the boundary, picked it up, and they get a singer. As Taylor just eases through that gap in the offside down to the sweep off the cover boundary. The score ticked over by 1 to 67 for 1. Taylor is on 4. Matthews is on 32. West Indies 67 for 1. 14.5 overs have been bowled. King to Matthews off the back foot. She beats the gap. It's running out towards the boundary. The fielder lumbered after it and it's 4 runs. She pulled it back, but I think her hand touched the boundary and it's 4 runs. I've never seen an Australian cricketer looking so fat. She was just lumbering off that ball like a 18-wheeler. Who's that? Is that? I've never seen an Australian cricketer look that fat and sluggish and just lumbering off the ball. Is it McGrath, the captain for this match? I don't know. So the signal come now, 71 for 4 after 15. West Indies 71 for 4. So it's nice to know that we need 199 runs to win now. You know, these two, off the back foot goes, Taylor pulls it down to back with a square leg for a singer. It's 1. Matthews just worked this in the gap down to the fielder, coming off the backward square leg boundary for a single. So these two are ticking it over very nicely, 73 for 1 after 15.2 overs. Taylor, she's on 5. She comes into strike. Matthews is on 37. Ashley Gardner in her 4th over. The right arm off spinner over the wicket, bowls to Matthews. She tossed up that one. The West Indies captain delayed the shot and guided down through the here where slips would have been, down to short third man. The field at backward point came in, picked it up, came to her left, went to her left, picked it up, One more to the total, 74 for 1. Gardner to Taylor. Over the wicket, balls to Taylor, deep in her to Matthews, who turned it down to the field at short fine leg. So the previous shot was played by Taylor, sorry. And now Matthews coming to strike. 74 for 1. I'm misled by the scoreboard. Yeah. Gardner bowls to Matthews. The half break grips and turn into the West Indies captain, who played a forcing shot down back the pitch, and there is no run. Gardner is now in, bowls to Matthews, and Matthews is forward, and she turned it to mid-wicket. No run there at the end of over number 16, 74 for 1. So Jamor Small is saying, don't be surprised West Indies win tonight, lol. I really want them to win, Jamor Small. You know, we all want them to win. I think this is a West Indies fan channel, and I would like to believe that everyone who is watching wants the West Indies to win. Maine get close last time. Get close. I don't understand. Man get close last time, Jamor Small is saying. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, you need a warrant. You need a warrant to get close to him. That's so. Why? So why would security be around the West Indies coach like that? Why? No. Why would security be around the West Indies coach like that? You know. $76 for 1. Taylor is on 8. Matthews is on 37. 76 for 1. We're on the right arm leg spinner. She comes in now, bowls to Taylor, who's off the back foot, but she cannot beat backward point as he slashed that down to backward point, but cannot beat the fielder. It's straight to her. So the score is 76 for 1. Jamor Small is saying it looks like it need a warrant to get close to the West Indies coach. We're on bowls to Taylor. She delayed the shot a little more, but she still cannot beat the backward point. Good movement by the fielder there at backward point. Deliberately, Taylor just deliberately. I think now, Weirham is saying to her captain, McGrath, I'm going to bowl the Googs now. Look for it. So the Googs is going to be bowled now. Let's watch Weirham now. She comes in now, bowls to Taylor. She's in, bowls to Taylor. It didn't turn, it went straight on. Instead of gripped and turned back, it didn't turn, it went straight on. 76 for 1 after 16.5 overs. The drinks break should be coming up after this over. 76 for 1. So let's see. As Taylor beat the inner circle, but it's straight to the fielder on the cover boundary. The score goes up now to 77 for 1 after 17. I think that's the drinks break. Definitely think the drinks break. So the fielders are going to have a drink. So I'll be back with you at the start of the I will be back with you at the resumption of play. So we are about to resume. And it's Gardner to pick up the bowling. As we're about to resume here, she has bowled 4 overs, 1 for 19. Matthews, she's on 37. Taylor is on 9. We have a backward point, extra cover, mid-off, a short mid-wicket, and a short fine leg. The West Indies captain turned this one to short fine leg and they go through. Sorry, Taylor turned that one to short fine leg. They go through for a singer. There was some scrambling as the ball came in and the West Indies batswomen capitalized and they go through for a second. The score is now 79 for 1. So Taylor moves up to 11. She's on strike. 17.1 overs have been bowled. Yes, Gardner. She's over the wicket now. Bowls to Taylor. Taylor drives down to long on, beating the short mid-wicket as it goes down to long on for a single, which carried the score up now to 80 for 1. Matthews on 37 comes into strike. 80 for 1 West Indies. Gardner in her 5th over. She just stretching that little finger. She's ready now. Bolton Matthews, who played it to that fielder at short, straight mid-wicket. You can say straight mid-wicket, and there is no run. There's a long on, so there's a short fine leg, a straight mid-wicket, a deep mid-wicket on the boundary, and then there is 5 on the offside. Backward point, extra cover, and mid-off. She comes in, bowls to the West Indies captain, who turn it to the right of that fielder at the straight mid-wicket region, and it goes down to the fielder on the deep mid-wicket boundary. They go through for a single, which will carry the score up to 1 more. West Indies now 81 for 1 in over number 18. 17.4 have been bowled. Taylor comes back into strike. She is on 12 from 17 after making a wonderful century in the previous match. Gardner to Taylor. She swept past the short fine leg. It running out towards the boundary. Deep backward square leg has to move to her right. A long way, and they are back for the second. 2 more to the West Indies total. Taylor moves up to 14. 83 for 1. Good evening. That's Berry Milk. I would like to think that's the Berry Milk. Let's watch Gardner. She's over the wicket. Bowls to Taylor. Taylor drives, beaten outside the off stump, through to the keeper, and there is no run. End of the over. End of the over. West Indies 83 for 1. So tomorrow we'll be streaming the Cornwall College Mayday High School first global T20 schoolboy cricket match live right here. You can join us then. Live images. No, not to watch along, live. You'll be seeing the match. As you see there on the advertisement, and it was on the screen during the drinks break. We're on. Field remains the same. Comes in, bowls to Matthews, who looks to steer that down to third man, misses. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. So there's a short third man, there's a cover, and there's a mid-off. Then there's a short fine leg, and there's a mid-on. There's 3 out on the onside deep, and then there's 1 deep on the offside, which is the long off. So we're on. I think she's setting up Matthews here for the googly, Let's watch. She's setting her up for the googly. And Matthews has to be aware of that. She comes in, bowls. That's another leg break. That touchdown and mid-on leg and turn across the West Indies captain. She pushes out the fence back to the bowler. 83 for 1. Matthews is on 38. Taylor is on 14. Let's watch Wareham in her second over. She's over the wicket. The right arm leg spinner Matthews swept this away on the bounce to deep backward square leg. That's Alana King who sends the return right into the keeper. And that is instrumental enough that she sent the return right into the keeper. At the end of the over, I'll tell you why. What I picked up from her sending the return right into the keeper, and Jamor Small can tell me because she pitched outside leg as Taylor looks to work that into the onside, taken on the pad, it bunks away to backward point, and there is no run. 19 overs bowled, 84 for 1. So please hit that thumbs up button. If you're not seeing the thumbs up button, just click off the live chat and you will see it. So Taylor McGrath, the Australian captain for this match, is into the attack. The keeper is up to the stump. She bowls some medium pace and it cushion into the offside and they go through for a quick single. Well done. 85 now for 1. Matthews goes up to 40. Taylor, who's on 14, will come into strike. Earlier today, Australia won the toss and decided to bat first. And they were 84 for 4, but recovered to make 269. As that ball dragged back into Taylor, she blocked it to cover, and there was no run. Yeah, they were 84 for 4, and they recovered and made it to 269. I was making the point to see Alana King sending the ball full to the keeper. Taylor McGrath bowls to Taylor, and she cuts and miss. She send it in full. That tells me that there's Drew around, and so she doesn't want the ball to bounce in, so she makes sure they never skid it off the surface, which is really to protect the ball. Bowls to Taylor. Taylor McGrath. Let's say McGrath to Taylor, and Taylor drives back to the bowler. There is no run. Only a run from this over thus far. Good over by the captain. So there's a short third man and a backward point who are very close. Then there's the extra cover and the mid-off. So there's a sweeper on the boundary between the extra cover and the backward point. Taylor plays this to the left of mid-off, who is King. King picks up. They go through for a run. 86 now for 1. 1 delivered to come in over number 20. And the West Indies captain will face. So it's captain to captain. McGrath, the Australian captain. She's coming in to Matthews. The right arm seamer is over the wicket, bowls to Matthews, who works it to the left of the fielder at mid-on, who moves to her left smoothly, puts up shy at the stump, but the West Indies batswomen are home safely. 87 for 1 at the end of over number 20. 87 for 1. I want to give you the West Indies bowling figures, and sorry about that. Deandra Datin, she bowls 5 overs, none for 43. Chinel Henry bowls 5 overs, none for 45. Ashmini Munisar, 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 45. So Ashmini Munisar bowled twice as many overs Chinel Henry, and they conceded the same number of runs. So she bowled well. She bowled very well. Wareham comes in, bowls to Matthews, deep in her crease, played it to cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 87 for 1. So Ashmini Munisar, 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 45. I'll get back to the other 3 bowlers after this over. Wareham bowls to Matthews. She mistimed the drive down to the fielder on the cover boundary. As it bounced away, the batswoman went through for a single. 1 more to her. She moves up to 42. Taylor on 15 will come, as now comes into strikes. 81 for 1 West Indies after 20.2 overs. Wareham, Georgia Wareham, the right arm leg spinner, bowls to Taylor. Inside edge, loud appeal. I think it's the inside edge onto the pad. And the required run rate have now gone above 6. It was the googly. No, it was a genuine leg break. It was pad first, and it was pad first, then bat. Wareham comes in now, bowls to Taylor. Taylor is off the back foot. She cuts, cannot beat backward point. The score remains at 81 for 1 as the ball bounced away to the field at backward point. She was on the back foot, but it was tight. She cuts it to backward point, 81 for 1. Here is Georgia Wareham, the right arm leg spinner. She pitched up to Taylor, comes on the front foot, cannot beat extra cover. 81 for 1. She shaped to show down the stumps. That's Phoebe Litchfield. The score remains at 88 for 1. Taylor, the right arm leg, Wareham, the right arm leg spinner. She's going to bowl to Taylor. She's in now, bowls to Taylor. Taylor off the back foot, this time getting through the gap. But there's a fielder on the cover boundary. It went straight to her. 89 for 1 at the end of over number 21. Taylor is on 16. Matthews is on 42. The required run rate is just about 6 1/4. I think that as long as these two remain there, I'm not worried. There will come a time in the next 5 or 6 overs when they will up the run rate. So I gave you the first 3 bowlers. So Ailey Matthews, 10 overs, no maiden, 3 for 40. Charisma Ramharack, 10 overs, no maiden, none for 48. I think about 14 came off her last over, 12 or something like 14? No, 12. McGrath to continue. She comes in, bowls to Taylor. Loud appeal. This is going to be very close. Not outside Jacqueline Williams. It's a good thing that is that a Ben, what's her name? A Ben Bag, what's her name? But it's a good thing that is that Lauren that is umpiring. Oh, it's going down the leg side. She could not give that out, even it was she. After Fletcher bowler 10 overs, she took 2 for 44. So Valerie, or you see what I was saying, that it was not a case that the Australian have conquered Affle Fletcher, but they have made the decision that they were going to sweep her. And they were successful. But as I told you, the quality of the bowler will depend on how well Affle Fletcher came back. And she did came back well. And she only conceded 44 runs. So that's steered away by Taylor down to backward point, and there is no run. Yes, so Barry Milk was saying that it would be good if West Indies women go on and win this ODI. Very much so. We'd all love that. We'd be very happy, don't? Yes. McGrath is over the wicket, bowls to Matthews, who just whipped this to the right of mid-wicket, but she cannot beat Gardner. They stay in their crease. 90 for 1 after 21.4. Matthews faces up to McGrath, captain to captain. She turned this time to the left of the fielder, but she still cannot beat her. That's Litchfield. 1 to come in this over, 90 for 1. Over the wicket, bowls off the back foot, turn this away, right of the fielder for a singer, 1 more to the total. So 91 for 1 after 22. We really hope that the West Indies team can get up and win this match. We have to back our team. As I said, we are 4-love down in this white ball series, and we lost the series to Sri Lanka and losing the T20 series to Australia and losing the first ODI. We now need to win this match to at least level the ODI series. You know, we can't afford to get 6 love from Australia. That won't be good for us at all. But we need to start winning some matches in this series. Definitely need to start winning some matches. And it will be good if we can start this evening. What a lovely day it will be. Lovely day. Especially for a Jamaican. We have lost the the under 15 match against Trinidad. So I definitely hope that West Indies can win. So I do not have a losing day today. You know, we don't want to have a losing day. Definitely do not want to have a losing day. So I definitely want West Indies to win this match. Definitely. So, yes, so that's that series 3 up. We need to move on from and win some more matches. So it's now 91 for 1. Matthews comes into strike on 43. I think it's reaching that time when West Indies now need to up this run rate. I definitely think it's reaching that time when we need to up this run rate. So Wiram comes in now, bowls to Matthews, who looks to pull. I think it took her on her body. The keeper runs down towards where a leg gully would be, a deep leg gully in the region of backward square leg. We'll wait on the signal from the umpire. Nonetheless, one more to the West Indies total, which will take it up now to 92 for 1. Well, it's a single. She got a bottom edge onto that. Taylor sweeps, taken on the pad, pitch outside leg, and there is no run. So it's 92 for 1. Matthews is on 44. Taylor is on 17. Pascal Williams is saying that Windies can't get these runs. They will win this game. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know who is they. If he means that Australia will win the game. So are you from Australia, Pascal? So you need to state if you are from Australia. You know, this is a West Indies fan channel. So if you are from Australia, please state that you are from Australia. Because you said as Matthews drive and miss outside the half stump, well, he must speak in Australia because he said that West Indies can't get these runs. They will win. So the day must represent Australia. That was very close, you know. That, I don't know, that sweep looked very close when you look at the replay. I don't think outside the half stump still can't beat backward point from the West Indies captain. 92 for 1. So Taylor McGrath, this is the best match she had in a very, very long time, you know. So I guess everybody can just turn up to West Indies and win. So let's see. McGrath to Matthews drive. Caught that, me dropped. Alana King puts down a sitter at mid-half as the West Indies captain came forward and drove powerfully. Alana King moving to her left. Just has to take one step. One step to her left, and she drops the sitter at mid-half. Alana King. So McGrath to Matthews work this into the inside. They run one hard. Will they come back for 2? Let's see. They're coming back for 2. If the return was better, I think Taylor would have been struggling. Why? I don't understand. What was Taylor doing? Because the ball was played by Matthews clearly. Oh, they probably turned for the second and then Matthews sent her back. Okay. They probably turned for the second and then Matthews sent her back, but she made her ground. Let's look at this now. So they run one, she touched down, and then Matthews sent her back. But the throw was poor. Cut away by Taylor. Backward point has to move to her right, and by doing so, it allowed the West Indies batswoman to go through for another single. 94 for 1 after 23.5. Matthews, she's on 45, comes into strike. 45 from 72 deliveries. Taylor is on 18 from 31. Here is McGrath, comes in now, over the wicket, bowls in the air, down towards cover. Oh, she took the catch this time. and Matthews goes for 45. Oh, big blow that for the West Indies, you know, big blow. Big blow that for the West Indies, big blow. I don't think it came right out of the screw, you know, and it went high in the air down to the fielder coming off the cover boundary. And so she took the catch. The score said, let me tell you the score. West Indies 456 for 3. Yeah, West Indies 456 for 3. That is what is on the scoreboard. You know? So the pressure was always building, you know. And as Banana Brooks pointed out, at a similar stage, Australia were 119 for 4 after 25 overs. I know we have on the board 24 overs. West Indies has on the face 24 overs. Taylor goes bold. She backed away and is out bold. And West Indies is really in trouble now. So Taylor backed away, the ball skid on, and she's out bold. Off stump, knock back. And so, wow. So that's 2-2 for Australia now. So they are on a team hat-trick here. They are on a team hat-trick. Australia is on a team hat-trick. Wow, yeah. But as Banana Brooks said, Australia were 119 for 3. So that's 119 for 4 after 25 overs. So we have lost 3 wickets. So let's see if we can get up to 270 still. We still have good batters to come. Datin is at the crease. I guess Henry's going to come now, either Henry or Campbell. We still have Glasgow to come, you know. So I'm not willing to give up as yet. I'm not going to give up as yet. So it's Henry who's coming to the crease. Well, I'm not willing to give up as yet. $95 for 3. You know, Taylor was just backing away. There was no room. She should have come on the front foot to play that ball. Datin dug out a Yorker. Henry was off the mark with her first delivery. First delivery from Datin. Yeah, look, that ball was full, man. You should be on your front foot. Did she get her inside edge? She should have been on the front foot. I agree with you, Roxanne Gray. She should have been on the front foot. Definitely on the front foot for that one. She was on the back foot, and she should have been on the front foot. Yeah, but did she get an inside edge? I agree with you. Datin You know, looking to play that one through the offside. It comes off the inner portion of the bat and it bunks away back to Wareham. 1 for 8 from 4.5 overs. West Indies 95 for 3. Wareham bowls to Datin, caught at slip. Just push forward to the leg break and West Indies falling apart now. 95 for 4. Wow. So from 93 for 1, West Indies now 95 for 4. No, sorry, from 94 for 1, West Indies are now 95 for 4. So West Indies have lost 3 wickets for 1 run. 3 wickets for 1 run. From 94 for 1, with the captain and the senior, the veteran batsman at the crease. And then the world record, those records, yes, in ODI. She has the world record for the fastest ODI century, Datin. So the 3 wickets that have just gone down, well, if she doesn't still has it, she was the former. The 3 wickets for 1 runs. Ailey Matthews, the West Indies captain. Stephany Taylor, the greatest West Indies woman batsman of all time. And Datin, the world record holder for the fastest ODI 100. Those are the 3 wickets that West Indies just lost for 1 run. This is not good. This is not good. Athena said it's a brain feast. McGrath is over the wicket, bowls to Henry, who plays it to mid-off, and there is no run. So 95 for 4. Just came forward, the leg break, grips turn, she's caught at first slip. Good catch. McGrath bowls to Henry. Henry drives down to mid-off. They go through for a quick single chance. If he hits, he run out, you know. If she hit, she would have been run out. They get the single. Henry's on 2. Glasgow yet to face 96 for 4 West Indies. You think it's a brain freeze, Athena? You know? So Glasgow, the left-hander, comes into strike. So there's a short third man backward point, sweep on the cover boundary, extra cover mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, deep backward square leg. So it's a 5-4 field to her. McGrath over the wicket, bowls to the left-hander who steered it away, diving stop by the field at backward point, and there was no run. The score remains at 96 for 4. 96 for 4. McGrath having her best game for a long while now. And when you're in poor form, all you need to do is to turn up to play the West Indies and you'll get into form. It seems that way nowadays. That was outside the half stump, blocked to mid-off by Glasgow. The score remains at 96 for 4. 2 deliveries to coming over number 26. Round the wicket, bowls to Glasgow. Glasgow inside edge it onto the pad. The ball goes out into the offside. The keeper runs from behind the stump, tossed it to extra cover. McGrath goes back to the top of her mark. She received the ball just about now from the extra cover, and she will now comes in again to bowl to the left-handed Glasgow, who has faced 3 deliveries thus far and have yet to score. Here is McGrath. Round the wicket to Glasgow. Glasgow off the back foot can't beat backward point. For a moment there I thought she beat backward point, but they came through for the single nonetheless, and the score goes up to 97 for 4. From 94 for 1 to 95 for 4. Our 3 best batsmen gone. But I don't know if Datin can be considered one of our best batswomen at this time. Probably Henry's ahead of her. But what I know, though, is that Matthews is our captain. Stephany Taylor is our greatest batswoman of all time. She's the GOAT of West Indies women batting. And Datin is the world record holder for the fastest ODI 100. Maybe is she still? I could check that. Let me check that. Wareham to the left-handed, Glasgow plays it to mid-off. She got a full toss and she hit it straight to mid-off and there is no run. Full toss and she hit it straight to mid-off and there was just no run. Wareham bowls to Glasgow and Glasgow drives. Cannot beat extra cover this time. Again, the score remains at 97 for 4. 97 for 4. Wareham to Glasgow. She comes in over the wicket, bowls to Glasgow, sweeps down toward backward square leg straight to the fielder. One more to the total. You know, from .98 for 4 Henrys on strike. She's on 2 from 4 deliveries. Wareham is going to bowl to her. She comes in now. And she slapped this. Can't beat mid-on. It was a slap. It was a cross-batted shot, but she mistimed it and it traveled to mid-on so slow that they were able to come through for a single because she was right back on the edge of the circle. And you know that when Taylor is Henry is batting, she's known for this powerful hitter. Okay, well, it's no longer Datin. It's Chamari Atapatu. She made 163 balls. So Datin was one. So 27 overs. Boy, West Indies taking a long time to reach 100. 27 overs completed. 99 for 4. Can you imagine? 99 for 4. Taking such a long time. But as I remind you, tomorrow we'll be whipped away down to wide of mid-on. Get another run. Henry moves up to 4 from 6 deliveries. Yes, I remind you that tomorrow, under 19 schoolboy cricket from Jamaica, live stream. Match time is 11 o'clock. We'll go on here from 11:15. So we'll have the toss and everything. The tutors for a live broadcast. The Datin is number 10 on the list now. Wow. Datin is number 10. So 87 ball 100, which was made a long time ago. She's now 10th on the list. So it's a former world record holder. Number 10th on the list. Yeah, she's the first woman to score a T20 100, you know. Datin was the first woman to score a T20 100 of 38 balls. When she did it, naturally it would be the fastest 100 of at that time. Since then, we have a person who has scored 100 faster. Even the other day, a teenager scored a T20. A woman, what she's from? Uganda. A little girl from Uganda was 15 years old, scored a T20 100, which I'm sure is faster than this 38 balls. So she's no longer the world record holder for the fastest 100 in one-day international cricket. She's 10th on the list, and the only West Indian on that list. So the record is by Chamari Atapatu from Sri Lanka. West Indies though is 104 for 4. Henry's on 6. Glasgow is on 4 at the end of over number 28. I was just, doing some research to just get some information to pass on because, as I was going back through the 3 wickets. So, Ailey Matthews, the captain. Stephany Taylor, the GOAT. And DeAndre Datin, former world record for the fastest ODI, former world record holder for the fastest ODI 100 in international cricket. We lost those 3 wickets for 1 run. Wow. 104 for 4. We are on to continue. 2 for 10 from her 6 overs. She'll bowl to Chinel Henry. She comes in, bowls to Henry, and Henry drives. Down wide off, mid-off. The fielder giving chase, but she will not get there. 4 runs. Pitched up to Henry onto the front foot. She drove it sweetly wide off mid-off. Down to the long off boundary for 4. Taking her up to 10 now. So she's on 10. West Indies will move up to 108 for 4. 108 for 4. Henry's on 10 from 9. Here's Wareham. Probably pitched up too much there. Both to Henry and Henry drives powerfully back to her. It came off her hand onto the stump, but the batsman was in this time. Glasgow was in her ground. Powerful by Henry. Yesterday, Wareham laughed at her when she bowled her the googly. She laughed at her. And I know that Chinel really doesn't want that to happen again. And I recall yesterday, on Friday, saying on Friday that she wasn't really playing a shot. She wasn't defending or she wasn't attacking. She was caught in 2 man's land, 2 women's land on this occasion. And, the googly can let people look like that, but pitched up, driven, wide, down to the boundary for 4. Oh, there's a fielder there? Oh, they push back a fielder. I never know. Never knew. Never knew that there's a fielder there. They push back the fielder. After that first shot, they push back the fielder. So she got on the 1. 11 for her from 12. 109 for 4. Wareham comes in, bowls to Glasgow. Glasgow plays this into the outside. Let's see what happened. No run. Glasgow is on 4. Henry is on 9. Wareham 2 for 15 from her 6.5 overs. This is the last delivery of over number 29. Wareham over the wicket, bowls to Glasgow, who push it down the outside of the pitch. The bowler skipped across field, and there is no run. She's a right-arm leg spinner bowling to the left-handed Glasgow, who push it down the outside of the pitch. She skipped across field. The score is 109 for 4 after 29. Yeah, so we are 20 runs behind Banana Brooks. 20 runs behind. That can be made up. 20 runs is 3 6 and 2 singles or 5 fours. So it can be made up. So what we want from these two is a partnership. So there's a fielder backward point. There's a cover. As Gardner bowls to Henry, and Henry played it to the left of cover. They go through for a single. 110 for 4. Glasgow comes into strike. You see, I have to wait to tell you whether they go through for a single or not because I'm not seeing what's going on. It went to the fielder, saw the fielder, stopped it. So I have to wait until they come back. So Glasgow has a short third man backward point, sweep on the cover boundary, extra cover, and then there's a long off. Then there's a fielder coming forward a square. Then there's a mid-on, there's a deep backward square leg. Oh, she's coming to mid-wicket. So there's a mid-on, a mid-wicket, deep backward square leg, and a deep mid-wicket. So there's a straight mid-wicket. So the 5 in the circle, short third man backward point, extra cover, mid-on, and there's a field that straight mid-wicket, which she played it to. So those are the 5 in the circle. On the outside, you have the mid-on, and you have the straight mid-wicket. On the offside, you have short third man backward point, and then you have the extra cover. You have a deep backward square leg and a deep mid-wicket to her. Outside the half stump, she cuts this away down to the sweep on the cover boundary. 1 more to the West Indies total. They goes up by 1 to 111 for 4. Henry comes into strike. She's on 12. West Indies is on Nelson. I hope we don't lose a wicket on Nelson, especially Henry, who is if West Indies is to get up to win this one, she'd have to play one of those blinder that she played in the IPL. Gardner to Henry, who swings this high in the air, and she got enough distance onto it. No, she mistimed it and it bounced to Taylor McGrath on the long on boundary. One more to the total, 112 for 4. So it's 112 for 4. So let's watch now. Please, thank you, Banana Brooks. Yeah, 280 plus watching and only 32 likes. We must can do better than that, you know. So round the wicket, balls to Glasgow. It's off the back foot. She strokes this to the right of cover. There's no run. The score remains at 112. So if you're not seeing the thumbs up, oh, they get a singer. Okay. No, they couldn't get a singer. That's still Glasgow. Glasgow is the left-hander. It's still Glasgow facing. So I don't know what's happening here. Now they will get a singer. Now they will get a singer. Yeah. So it's now 113 for 4 at the end of over number 30. So again, the scorers, you know, these scorers, yeah. 113 for 4. So yeah. Thank you, Banana Brooks. So please, if you're not seeing the thumbs up button, just click off the live chat. Just click on that X and then you just press the thumbs up button. If you're watching on your TV, just hold on the remote and you'll see it comes up and you select the thumbs up button. So hit that thumbs up button. 113 for 4. 113 for 4. Please become a member. You are invited to become a member of the Cricket Forum Members Club on Patreon. You know, like for tomorrow live match stream, we'll definitely like to interact with you, you know, but interaction will only be possible through Patreon, through patreon.com. If you're a member of the Cricket Forum Club on Patreon, then tomorrow, yeah, you will be able to watch the match live, but to interact with us, you'll need to be a member. So you are invited to become a member. Glasgow down the pitch, drive this to the right of the fielder at mid-off, who runs to her right and backward picks up. One more to the West Indies total, 114 for 4. Glasgow, she's on 7 from 19 deliveries. Henry's on 13 from 14. So please hit that thumbs up button. King bowls to Henry. Works this to mid-wicket misfield. Let's see. They stayed in their crease. So you're invited to hit that thumbs up button. A big gap in front of me. Aim for me, said Jamur Sumal. Jamur Sumal. Oh, you're at the ground. Yeah. King to Henry, and Henry hit this high in the air. Has she connected well enough? 6 runs. She has. Straight over the field ahead. That's Taylor McGrath and the boundary. And it went straight over her head for 6. As King tossed that one up. And Henry was into the drive. And she hit it high over the bowler's head for 6. Just over long on, 6 runs. She moves up to 19 from 16 deliveries. And Shane Deeds was in a little bit of trouble there because that ball was heading towards her. Towards him. 120 for 4 West Indies. King comes in now. She bowls to Henry, and Henry looked to sweep the leg break, which pitch outside leg. They feel that backward square leg swoops on it. I wait on they go through for leg by 121 for 4. Henry is on 19. Glasgow is on 7. 121 for 4. So Glasgow will face up to the right arm leg spinner bowling over the wicket to the left-hander, and she misses the dab as that one was outside the half stump. She dabbed at it and it goes through to the keeper. Too full to play that shot. She should have come on the front foot and drive it, but she was on the back foot deep in her crease looking to steer it down toward backward point, but it was too full for that shot and she should have come onto the front foot and drive. So yes, Banana Brooks, yeah, big up, man. Good, yeah, good luck. Hope the technology works well. Well, yes, let's hope so too. Once it is up and running. And we have the back foot out, caught at backward point. Oh, it dropped. Oh, Alana King dropped her second catch of Henry. Does she and Henry play for the Delhi Capitals? She was off the back foot. She cuts it in the air. It was a more difficult catch than the one that she put down at mid-off. And Henry swings it high in the air now. The fielder must catch this one, and she goes. Caught at short fine leg. She looks to sweep, and she's out caught at short fine leg. I think Henry wanted to win the match, but she died perish. She perished looking to win the match. The Cell customer said, good game. I love to watch cricket. Yes, cricket is the second most watched game in the world. Over 2.5 billion people worldwide follow cricket. West Indies 121 for 5. They're in big trouble, you know. Deep trouble. Deep trouble. So who's going to come now? Jazara Claxton, who's at that pass there? I wasn't looking. So 121 for 5. So let's see. Don't see who's coming to the crease yet. So so Quiana Joseph made 29. Strike rate of 72. Matthews made 45. Strike rate of 61. Stephany Taylor made 18. A strike rate of 56. DeAndre Datin made 0. Chinel Henry made 19. A strike rate of 100. Janela Glasgow is on 7 from 20 deliveries. That's a strike rate of 35. Shemaine Campbell is the new batter. So I think Wareham is going to laugh some more, you know. Was it Wareham? Gardner. And so the Australians are really laughing at West Indies now, who is on the verge of 5-love, you know. Having lost the 3 T20s. And Campbell looks to sweep. That's a good sweep shot, you know. It will go to mid-wicket on the boundary, but you can see she hit down on the ball. And they're going to show you the replay of Chanel Campbell's sweep shot. And look at the replay of Chanel Campbell's sweep shot. Chanel Campbell's sweep shot. And look at how and look how Campbell played this one. Look at Henry sweep shot. Henry shot, and then look at how Campbell played that one. And you see the difference. It was a good sweep shot there from Campbell, although she never got any on a boundary for it. Glasgow just tucked this into the onside, and she's out run out. Campbell is out run out. She just tucked it into the onside, straight to mid-wicket. The fielder came in on the arm flick, and West Indies are 122 for 6. Campbell out, run out. So Glasgow just played the ball straight to mid-wicket, and she decided to run. Campbell did not send her back. Campbell think that she could reach, and she was out run out by a mile. Look there. She just tucked it into the onside on the arm flick. She was out by a mile. Direct it, and she goes run out. Run out. Poor. Absolutely poor. There was no run there. And the senior batter, Campbell, need to send her back. Not because she said come for one means that you are going to go through for the single. Send her back. Send her back. You know, it's Roxanne, how you doing? This is crazy. What the hell was Henry doing? I just can't understand, Roxanne. We can't understand. Can't understand at all. There's no way we can understand. No way. Can you imagine? Oh boy. So Jazara Claxton comes to the crease now. You know, sometimes Sometimes, boy. Yeah, you're right, Chris. You're right, Roxanne Gray. This is crazy. What the hell was Henry doing? Gardner bows to Claxton, and that one grips and turn, and she squared up a little, but it goes out into the outside. No damage done. You know, look there. Henry Campbell need to send her back. She just tip and run. Claxton played it back down the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. Yesterday, I was keep on mixing up these two left-handers, Glasgow and Claxton. And these are two of the young ladies that I would be very happy if these two young ladies bat out the next 18 overs. Just bat out the next 18 overs. Say 5 times 18, 90. They don't even have to make that. Even if they make 80, if they make 75. If these two had 75 runs, batting out the next 18 overs, I'd be well pleased with them. Ideally, you'd want them to get the 148, but that's unrealistic. That is not realistic. What I want them to do now is to spend some time in the middle and improve from there. Spend some time. So if they get anywhere between 75 and 90 runs, just batting out these 18 overs, I'd be very happy. Glasgow play a flamboyant shot down towards the sweep on the boundary. They got a single, 123 for 6. Yeah. And the thing about it, if these two are batting for the next 10 overs, they will get more than 90 runs off the 18 overs because they will gradually up their run rate. So if they bat the next 18 overs, they will probably score 100 runs, 110 runs, 120. And I'll be well pleased in them because Glasgow she was an opening bowler at the World Cup. So she's probably 22, 23. And then Claxton is probably about 19. So if they can spend time in the middle, it will be good for the future. You see, they batting out this over will gives me hope for the next 5 years. You know? So for me, it's no longer about winning this match. These two is the future. They are the future. You know? So we are looking at what we have in the future. Good shot down the ground by Claxton. Mid-off giving chase. Will she get there? She pulled it back. Let's see how fast they're running. Claxton is known to be fast. They came back for 2. 123 for 6. Claxton should be 125 because they're going to give her 2 for that. 2. Yeah, 2. So it's 125 for 6. So as Roxanne Gray saying that Glasgow caused Campbell to run out. That's out. Leg before. Shot across the line of a full toss and she's out leg before. The full toss, which she should be looking to play down the ground. Look at this. Full toss. And she just swung across the line of it. Full toss on middle stump, dipping. And instead of hitting the ball straight down the ground, she swung across the line of it. And, you know, when Shane Dees just came here, you can clip this. When Shane Dees just came to the Caribbean, I told him that he need to teach the girls to bat properly and to stop teach them to swing from the hip. I told him that to his face in an interview, at a press conference. I told him that all these girls are doing were to swing from the hip. When he came on the interview, I pointed it out to him. And we have seen that these girls have more or less stopped swinging from the hip since he came to that interview. But you know, sometimes old habits die hard. And she saw the full toss and middle stump, low full toss, dipping all the time from the leg spinner. And she swung from the hip across the line instead of just hitting it straight. And she was out plumb leg before. And so Glasgow, as Gardner comes into Glasgow, bowl down. Oh, bowl down. I laugh because it was a similar thing. Matthews out of the last ball of the over. And then the first ball of the next over, Stephany Taylor out bowl off stump. And it's a similar thing here. Glasgow out bowl off stump. So these two young ladies who I'm saying are the future of West Indies batting. 2 deliveries and they're gone. So you see, all of those who are calling for Stephany Taylor to retire, well, a matter of fact, Taylor wants to retire, but they are forcing her to stay. This is why they are forcing her to stay. So all of you are saying that Taylor should go because of young people time now. This is why. Because at 25% fit, Stephany Taylor is better than all the other batsmen in the West Indies team, except for Matthews and Henry. Yeah, I know I left out Datin. And that was deliberately done because she's not up to the same standard that she was. At 25% fit, Stephany Taylor is better than every other batswoman in the West Indies than Matthews and Henry. And that is why she cannot retire as yet. So those of you who are calling, for Stephany Taylor to go and give young people a chance, you missed the boat by a mile. And she showed it. She showed it in the first one-day international. For the last 5 years, there are 2 West Indies batsmen to score 100 in cricket. Stephany Taylor and Daley Matthews. You know, I'm very disappointed because here I was touting Glasgow and Claxton. And to see the way both of them just dismiss behind one another like that. You know, it's rough. It's rough. Whose call was the run out? Where did the ball go, please? The ball, Glasgow stroked the ball straight to mid-wicket. Well, not even stroke it. She tapped it to mid-wicket. She tapped it to mid-wicket and she just ran off. Campbell should have sent her back because there was clearly no runs. The ball was just stroked to mid-wicket. Campbell should have sent her back. You know, should have sent her back. Should have definitely sent her back. What a match, Atina said. From chasing to win to batting out the overs, eh? Yeah. Claxton gone, yeah. Wind is going down, Jamor Small. No, man, you need a video chat with him. He's not responding to my email, Jamor Small. He's hiding from me. I don't know why. He's hiding from me. He should be fired, though. He should be fired. I know we have a T20 World Cup coming up in June, but he should be fired. He should be fired. He and his entourage should be fired. Wright, Ian Wright should go. It's time. I have been calling for Shane Dees to be fired for more than a year now. And they won't listen to me. I asked the director of cricket about it. And the director of cricket said, you know, Shane Dees is not on a contract, you know, he's an employee of Cricket West Indies. Unlike Blunder, well, we're not going to the men cricket. Unlike other coaches, he's not on a on a contract. He's an employee of Cricket West Indies, an employee, full-time employee. So he has to be fired. And it's time for him to be fired. We can't take this anymore. We can't win a World Cup with Shane Deeds as the coach. Can't win a World Cup with Shane Deeds as a coach. Come here, teaching girls to swing from the hip, and all I preach to you and say you cannot teach the girls to swing from the hip. You need to teach them to bat properly. And it took you 2 years. It took you 2 years before you decide to start teach them to bat properly. 2 years, you know. How far along would these girls would have been if they were being taught from 2 years ago to bat properly? You know, when I spoke to Shane Deeds boasts how the West Indies team was getting fit. Fit, you know. That's what he said. The West Indies team is fit. And now they're getting up 5 o'clock a morning time and working hard. That's what Shane Deeds said. But yet still, today before the start of match, at the toss, Ailey Matthews, and these are my words, Ailey Matthews has said, the girls are struggling in the field. Yes. So Shane Deeds told me and you and Basil Butcher that you have never seen the girls them working so hard. They're getting up 5 o'clock a morning time and they're working hard and hard. Today, these are not things that I'm making up. You know, these things are on the record. Yeah. He said that they're working hard on their fitness. And today at the toss, Ailey Matthews said the team is struggling to get through the 50 overs in the field. You know? 129 for 8. After Fletcher just swung one through mid-wicket for 4. Off the bowling of Wareham, who have bowled 7.2 overs, 2 for 15. This is a one-day international match, and a bowler is going for less than 3 runs per over. Yeah. Let's watch Wareham. She's bowling to Fletcher, 129 for 8. She comes in, bowls to Fletcher. Fletcher drives that through the offside down towards the sweep on the cover boundary for a single. 130 for 8. West Indies 130 for 8. 3 deliveries to come in this over. 3 deliveries to come in this over. 130 for 8. Munisar is yet to score. But Ramharack to come after this. Ramharack is a walking wicket, you know. It's a walking wicket. Loud appeal. Munisar goes. No. 130 for 9. Not. You know, there's something else I want to point out. Those of you who are watching between the innings, and this is something that I always said, and I'm glad that it was being shown between the innings, because most of the times you don't see these things unless you're at the match. And a lot of times I would have said it that when you go to a West Indies match, you see the difference in intensity of the opposition and the West Indies when you're there watching it live. And today was another sharp example of the intensity, right? During the innings break, the Australians were out there running in hard enough. They were running in very hard. They were there warming up during the innings break. They were warming up so hard and with so much intensity. You would think that they were actually playing the game. And we saw that so often. You remember the other day in the T20 match, at the end of the Australian innings, the Australian them run off the field while our 2 openers were walking off. You know? But Ramharack beaten outside the half stump. Oh, Ramharack survived one ball. She should get a clap for that. Yeah, Ramharack survived a ball. She should get a clap for that, man. Roxanne? Roxanne, yeah, you know, when Nicola Carey was out, she never put up her hand, you know? Yes. When Nicola Carey was out, you know, a gem bag, Lauren a gem bag, she named. When Nicola Carey, the ball came right off the face of the bat. Right off the face of the bat, go high in the air. And a gem bag say it's not out. Unbelievable. 130 for 9 West Indies. Please hit that thumbs up button, please. I should say, I'm inviting you to hit the thumbs up button. So that one is blocked by Fletcher as it goes back to the bowler. 130 for 9. See, the thing about it, Australia still have to get the wicket, you know. They still have to get the wicket. Here's Ashley Gardner comes into Fletcher. She's round the wicket. There's a slip in place, ball to Fletcher. And Fletcher hit this high in the air, down towards back with a square leg. It's going to bounce, but it's going to plug. As the fielder comes in, sends the return in. They should come back for 2. No, they stay on 1. They stay on 1. I think they probably want to end the match. Why would you keep Ramharack on strike? Maybe these ladies just say enough is enough. We need to end this match. Jamur Sumal, yeah, you have. I don't want to read out that comment in a Jamur Sumal. I have to be careful what I read out. Ramharack blocks the third delivery, so she's doing well. Ramharack survives 3 deliveries. That's good. That's a good start. Imagine Australia make 300 and we lost by 100 and look a bit. And this time they made 270 and we are losing by, well, if Ramharack should get out now, we'll lose by half. As 135 is half of. Oh, Ramharack plays a magnificent shot down towards the cover boundary. Will they stay on 1 or will they come back for 2? They are back for 2. Oh, you beauty, Ramharack. As he slapped that away through the covers and they came back for 2. Oh, Ramharack is off the mark. Ramharack is off the mark and she faced 5 deliveries. Goes to Ramharack and she drives. Oh, she should have been open in the innings. 133 for 9 at the end of over number 36. So Jamur Sumal and Roxanne Gray. I love the passion. I love the, you know, I love it. I love it. Roxanne Gray and Jamur Sumal, their comments are noted. Your comments are definitely noted. Definitely. Let's watch Weirham. In her 9th over, she comes in both to Fletcher, who swings at that. It's running down towards fine leg. Litchfield gives chase. She caught up with it, picks it up now and sends it in the return in. The batswomen are comfortable back for 2. This should take West Indies up to 135 for 9. So we will not be beaten by more runs than we have made. So that at least that is a milestone. So comes in now, bowls, and she chips and she turns it into a Yorker, and there is no run. So Jojo is saying that Ramharack open for TNT. Fletcher swings at this down to the mid wicket, and there's 1 more to the total. That's it. They said Jam was small. They want to get out of here and go to Marriott. As Ramharack turns that one to back with a square leg. Let's see, did they go through for a single? No, they stay in their crease. Ramharack survived 7 deliveries. Wow. She must be clapped for this. Over the wicket comes the right arm leg spinner, Wearam. Bowls to Ramharack down the pitch. He swings, misses. The keeper misses it also. Then runs into the boundary for 4 by. So she was down. I wonder if she get a hedge to that. Hopefully she get a hedge to that. But it was a misstump though, whether she get a hedge to it or not. But I just hope she get a hedge to it, so it will be 4 instead of 4 by. We're waiting on the signal. What we know is that the West Indies total has gone up by 4. It's 4 leg back. Comes in bowls. And she steered this away down towards third man. Wow, Ramharack looking good here, you know. It goes very close to the boundary. King picks up, sends the return in, 2 more to the total. The score, again, they're gone, you know, the score. Because that is 41. They have 140 for 9, but it's 41. 35 and 4 is 49, and then 2 make it 41. So the score gone again. I can't keep up with the score now. Can't keep up with the score. I can't keep up with the score. Or 135. Or 135. Then there was 4 by. And then a 2. So it must be. No, they have 142. Oh, Lord. Gardner to Fletcher, who pulls it down to deep back with a square leg for a singer. 1 more to the total. The total goes up by 1. So what I can tell you though is that it's I think it's 142 now. They have 143, but I am convinced that it is 142. So I will stay with 142. Gardner around the wicket to Ramharack, and Ramharack dabbed this down to first slip, and there is no run. So I want to say 142 for 9. They have 143, but I think it's 142 for 9. Round the wicket, Ramharack hit this off the bottom edge of the bat down to the bowler on the onside, and there's no run. She's a left-hand batter. She is facing up to Gardner, who's bowling right arm off spin round the wicket. She has a slip backward point cover, extra cover mid-off, mid-on, and a mid-wicket. Round the wicket she comes. Bowls to Ramharack, and Ramharack defends. It goes out to cover. There is no run. The score remains at 142 for 9. 142 for 9. Remind you earlier today there was a victory for Trinidad and Tobago over Jamaica. Round the wicket, Gardner bowls to Ramharack off the back foot. She played it to extra cover. Again, there is no run. End of that over. 142 for 9 at the end of the over. Fletcher is on 8. Ramharack is on 4. West Indies 143 for 9 after 38 overs. Well, 142. I'm convinced that it's 142. And the so I'm looking at 3 different scorecards, and I'm telling you, the West Indies website is saying 139. The match feed, the live match feed is saying 143, and Quick Info is saying 143 for 9. So 143 for 9, 144 for 9. So the match feed is saying 144 for 9. Quick Info is saying 143 for 9. And the West Indies website is saying 139 for 9. So I don't know what's the score. So let's stick with what is on the match feed. 144 for 9. Wearam bowls to Ramharack, who drives down to mid-off, and there is no run. It's 144 for 9. I gotta stick with the match feed because that's what we are looking at. Wearam comes in now to Ramharack. She's in, bowls to Ramharack. The leg break turn into the left-hander who strokes it out into the offside. 3 for 24 from her 9.3 overs. She's gonna comes in now. So She's in Bolster down the pitch, and she hit this away down towards Cow Corner. One more to the total, which will carry it up now to 145 for 9. 145 for 9 West Indies. So let's see if we can get 150. That's a milestone, you know. And with 11 overs to go after this, 150. Fletcher swing misses, taken at the pad, and there is no run. 145 for 9. Let's see if we can get up to, after this, there's another 11 over. 66 from 11. That will put us up to 211. As Fletcher is on her back foot, and she steered this away down to a backward point for 4. That was outside the off stump, and Fletcher picking the leg break, and she herself is a leg break bowler, and she steered it away down to backward point for 4. West Indies now 149 for 9. So 149 for 9, and 11 overs to come after this one. 11 overs. And if we can get 77 from those 11 overs, that would put us to 227. It's a world record final last wicket partnership, but yeah, world record last wicket partnership. Let's see. So I guess the Australian have said that enough is enough. It's Kim Gard time, 149 for 9 after 39. So they're saying it's Kim Gard time. Enough is enough. They want to come off, as Jamor Small said. Maybe both teams now want to go to relax at the Marriott. Or say, okay, so you're getting 149 for 9 and thank you, Jamor Small. Yeah, Ramharack. So you're saying that Ramharack is on 12, but they're saying that Ramharack is on 5 and Fletcher is on 13. Roxanne Gray say all West Indies coach need to go. I agree with you. Roxanne. All present West Indies coach needs to go. Bowl to Ramharack, who plays it down the outside of the pitch, and there is no run. The right arm seamer. She's going to round the wicket. That's Kim Gard. She can get this ball to seam, you know, but she chooses to go round the wicket. Yes, the ball to Ramharack. So Jamor Small is saying 149 for 9, which they have, but she said Ramharack is on 12. Kim Gard round the wicket, bowls to Ramharack, who defends the keeper field that where a forward shot leg would have been, and there is no run. It's today the day Ramharack made 50 lol. Shut our mouth lol. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ramharack, I'm a big friend, you know. You know that Jamor Small. Yeah, man, we are big friend. Comes in, both to Ramharack, and Ramharack blocked this. Jamor Small, you can't be right, Jamor Small. You're saying Ramharack is on 19, but we are seeing that she's on 5. Jamor Small, mind you having a drink, you know, Jamor Small. I think Jamor Small having a drink, because if he's not having a drink, the West Indies scorers need to be fired right away. Full toss. Will that be signal a no ball? That pass her above the waist. That should be signal a no ball and a free hit. That definitely passed her above the waist. But we have not seen anything from the umpire. Yes, no ball call. So it's a free hit. That was a full toss that passed her above the waist. As Kim Gard looking to go for the Yorker to bowl Ramharack. Yeah, clearly passed her above the waist. Free hit. And she swings this away high in the air down towards deep mid-wicket. And the fielder catch it on the bounce. It's 151 for 9. So I think that Jamor Small is either drinking, or probably put a 1 in front of the 9. He's probably very drunk, or these scorers are very drunk, because they have Ramharack on 6, and he's saying that Ramharack is on 19. I think he put a 1 before the 9. So he's drunk, and he doesn't know what he's typing. My good friend Jamor Small. Third man backward point, cover mid-off, bowls to Fletcher. Fletcher dabbed this to backward point. There is no run. The score remains at 151 for 9. So that we can agree with. So there's a third man, a backward point, a cover, and a mid-off. That's the 4 that I can see on the offside. I can tell you, though, that there's also a mid-on. So those are the 5 fielders that I can see. Is there a mid-wicket? I don't know as yet. Guard bows to Fletcher, and Fletcher places the cover, and they stayed in their crease. That's the end of over number 40. At the end of the over number 40, West Indies 151 for 9 after 40 overs. Jamal Sumal said the scorers drunk, not me. Or is it the scorers in St. Kitts and Nevis who are drunk? Would love to see that scoreboard, Jamal Sumal. Take a picture of that scoreboard, Jamal Sumal, and send it to me. Alfonso Stevens, I'm good in a boss. I am good. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I don't know if I'm vexed. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed that even if we lose this match, we should have turned it into a competitive match. Alana King, 1 for 32 from her 6 over, and Fletcher blocked this, and it goes between both feet to the field at backward square leg, and both foot on theirs to the field at backward square leg, and there's no run. King to Ramharack, who's off the back foot as the leg break turns into her. She played it out to cover point, and there is no run. 151 for 9. Yes, Alfonso, I'm a good man. May I relax, you know. So join us tomorrow for the live stream of the first global under-19 T20 cricket match between Mayday Eye and Cornwall College. Yeah, Mayday Eye and Cornwall College. Join us tomorrow for that match. Alana King comes in over the wicket. Bowls to Ramharack. She's off the back foot. She forces it to cover. Again, there's no run. Yeah, please join us tomorrow. So that's live action will be on the Cricket Forum. 20 over, Cornwall College against Mayday High School. Down the pitch, Ramharack comes. She hit it over the top, over the field ahead. She's running back towards the boundary. She picks it up 3 yards within the boundary and sends the return back to the keeper. And they go through. I will tell you how many they got. It was a full toss. She hit it in the air over. That's McGrath, Taylor McGrath, who runs back, picked up probably about a yard or 2 within the boundary. Ramharack blocks this next delivery to mid-off. She looks like the opener. Somebody said that she opens for TNT. Well, she looks like a opener there. But Ramharack faced 26 deliveries. Can you believe? Ramharack faced 26 deliveries. Oh, my girl. That's my girl. Ramharack. She has faced 26 deliveries. That's my girl. Oh, yeah, Michael Douglas. Oh, he's count. Yeah, you know that just came to me. That yeah, when I looked up and saw the 26 deliveries, it came to me, you know, Michael Douglas. But you're right. I think Jamor Small, the rum is talking, so he saw the number of deliveries on the board. You know, Michael Douglas, he saw the number of deliveries on the board, and because the rum is in his head, he thinks that's his number of runs. So you're right, Michael Douglas. It just came to me when as soon as I say Ramharack faced 26 deliveries, it came to me. So I agree with you, boss. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, man, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Yes, Alfonso Stevens. Yeah, man, join us for that match. Cornwall College against Mayday Eye. We'll be live. We'll be live on the Cricket Forum tomorrow. So join us. It'll be live Monday starting at 10:40. Well, we're going here at 10:45. The match is scheduled to start at 11 a.m. Should be a fascinating match. Cornwall College, Mayday High School. How many matches playing tomorrow? I think we have about hit away by Fletcher over the top. It's running out towards the cover boundary. It bounced away. You can give up the chase. It's 4 more. 157 for 9. Can these two girls get us up to 200, Lord? As McGrath was back of a length and Fletcher, she hits it over the top down to the boundary for 4. So there'll be lots of schoolboy cricket tomorrow. Lots of schoolboy cricket. Some of the teams are missing there, as always happen. And she plays a similar shot this time. This time the fielder didn't bother to run off it. It goes into the boundary with more force this time. So 2 shots, 2-4. 161 now we are. 161 for 9. 161 for 9. So I'm thinking, how many matches tomorrow? Probably about 15 to 20 matches tomorrow, T20 cricket. There'll be a lot of matches. They went through for a single there. That will take it up now to 162 for 9. Alana King is having a poor day in the field. You know, she missed another run out again. So she dropped 2 catches. She missed 2 run out, straightforward run out. So she's one of the better fielders in the Australian team, but she's having a poor day in the absolutely poor day. Join us tomorrow for that match, man. It will be fascinating. Okay, yeah, thank you. All right, I'm checking. So 162 for 9. I know. The job was so hard outside the half stop. So Jawar Sawal is the best, you know, man. Jawar Sawal is the best thing, you know. So I'm telling you that I'm now convinced that Jamor Small is under a few, you know. He's clearly under a few. So that's a no ball. So it's another free hit. So Jamor Small is definitely under a few. So here we go. And Fletcher, Ramharack should say, swung the free hit down to long off for 4. So these two are batting better than those at the top, you know. 167 over 9. Can they get us up to 200? It's left to be seen. We really hope they can get us up to 200. Fletcher played that one out into the outside, and there is no run. The job was small, man, a sample, man. Absolutely sample when it comes to Jamor Small. Eh? Here is Kim Gart, the final delivery of her over. She comes in now, both to the left-handed Ramharack, who defends down the inside of the pitch. 167 for 9 from 42 overs. 167 for 9 from 42 overs. What is happening here? Jamor Small, I don't know what is happening here, the boss. Honestly, don't know what is happening here. Because I'm trying to find your scoreboard and I'm not finding it. I'm not finding your scoreboard, Jamor Small. Okay. Alana King bows to Fletcher with this down towards long on and it bunks away over the top for 4. Long off. And it gone for 4. So West Indies put 173 for 9. Jamor Small is saying, no, Jamor Small, that 4 make it once. So you're saying 173. Jamor Small, I'm not seeing your scoreboard. I don't know what's wrong here. I don't know why I'm not seeing your scoreboard, Jamor Small. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, Jamor Small. I'm sorry. 173 for 9. So yeah. I know Jamor Small is at the ground, you know. Swept away by Fletcher, going down towards mid-wicket. Let's see. One more to the total. So Fletcher moves up to 29. Fletcher is on 29. So it's 174 now. Comes in, bowls to Ramharack, who blocks it into the offside. Ramharack has faced 30 deliveries, 31. Make that 31. Can you believe that? If somebody had told me that Ramharack was going to face 31 deliveries, I'll tell him that it's not true. I tell him that it can't happen. She's done the pitch and she hit this, dropped that mid-off. She will get at least 2 here. So they'll come back for 2. It did powerfully. The field has to move to her left. That looks to be McGrath, and she could have got a hand to it, and it goes away behind her for 2. So they are back for 2. Or they stay on 1, or they stay on 1. Poor running. I think Ramharack is saying that, hold on, Fletcher, I'm going to keep the strike. I definitely think that's what she's saying. She's saying, hold up, Fletcher, I'm keeping the strike. I am the big bat here. I open for Trinidad and Tobago. You never yet open for the Windward Islands, but I have opened for Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm the big bat here. Although they put you ahead of me to bat, that's wrong. It's because of friendship. It's because of favoritism why they put you ahead of me to bat. So McGrath want to come off the field now because this is getting serious, you know. This is getting very frustrating for the Australian team. Long may it continue. West Indies lost their 9th wicket at 130. So these two have added 45 thus far. Round the wicket, both to the left-handed Ramharack, who steered this to short third man, and there's no run. It's 175 for 9. So the captain saying enough is enough. It's time to go back to the hotel and fellowship and socialize. She's round the wicket now, comes in, both to Ramharack, who plays this out into the offside. She looks comfortable, you know. That's 34 deliveries from Ramharack. Oh, charisma, Ramharack. So the partnership is 45. They came together with the score at 130. Comes in now, both to Ramharack, and Ramharack plays it back down the pitch, and there is no run. So 175 for 9. Let's watch now as round the wicket come McGrath, bowls to Ramharack, beaten outside the half stump, and she was caught in 2 minds whether it was to drive or whether it was to dab. She did none, and it goes through to the keeper, who collects, and there is no run. So it's 175 for 9. Let's watch now as it comes down round the wicket, bowls off the back foot. She slapped it down to mid-off. It just trickled to mid-off, and there is no run. The score remains at 145 for 9. She went back on her back foot, and she mistimed the cut shot, and it turns into a slap. It goes to mid-off. Short third man, backward point, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket. I feel that fine leg, a deep backward square leg, and I feel that the cover boundary. That's the 9. End of 44, made by Taylor McGrath, 175 for 9, Fletcher on 29, Ramharack on 13. So those two came together in the 35th over when Munisar got out with the score on 130. That was when Munisar was dismissed leg before by Weira. So these two have added 45. Can you imagine that? 45. 1 for 42 for Alana King. She's going to come back into the attack. Let's see what her fellow leg spinner will do with her. 29. She has a 50 for West Indies now. Fletcher swept this away down in the gap between deep mid wicket and backward square leg. They will stay on 176 for 9. So some respectability being added to the West Indies score here, you know. Definitely some respectability. Remember I told you if these two batted out the overs, we'll get up to 110. If they do, we will. Down the pitch come Ramharack, bottom edge it, down to short fine leg, no run. So 176 for 9. Here is Ramharack facing up to King. She comes in, bowls to King. King is off the back foot. She steered at the backward point, and there is no run. Road News Uncensored. I don't agree with you, you know. While I agree with you that the game is effectively over, I don't agree with you that the Australians have taken their foot off the gas. The Australians are not known for that. And furthermore, they want to get off the park. They are very frustrated right now. They don't want to be out there longer than they should. So right now, I can tell you that they are very frustrated. They want to get off the park, and they have not taken their foot off the gas. So I agree with the part that the game is effectively over, but I strongly disagree that they have taken their foot off the gas. No way. Not Australia. Australia is not West Indies. I think you're probably used to what West Indies would have done, but not Australia. Those girls want to get off the park. They want to get off the park and get off the park. No. They want to get off the park half an hour ago. Ramharack just leave one that tossed up outside the half stump from Alana King to go through. 178 for 9 at the end of 45. Yes, Athena, Ramharack the all-rounder. We can no longer say that she's a walking wicket. She has faced 42 deliveries. No longer can we say she's a walking wicket. You know? No longer. Can't say that anymore that she's a walking wicket, boss. No. We will put to shame if we continue to say that she's a walking wicket. We will put to shame. She's no longer a walking wicket, Athena. She's now what persons call a batting all-rounder, Athena. Remember that. Ramharack is now a batting all-rounder. So we must remember that the next time we must put all-rounder to her name. Don't call her a walking wicket. Fletcher turned this to mid on, and there is no run. So who dare us to call her? You know, how can we dare to call her a walking wicket? McGraw to Fletcher, swing, miss, inside edge onto the pad. She just wound up for that one, you know. She wanted to hit that one a long, long way. Here's McGrath. She's going to come in now to bowl to Fletcher. She's in. Bowl to Fletcher who defends. So Fletcher defends that one. McGrath goes back to the top of her mark. captain. She's getting, I can tell you, she's at a peak of her frustration level. She comes in now, bowls to Fletcher, and Fletcher swings this away. Down towards backward of square leg for another run, 179 for 9. The big bat comes in to strike. The all-rounder. So don't you dare. Don't you any longer call her a rabbit. Athena is saying that Ramharack faced the balls to Ramharack. She defends. Oh, she looks solid here, you know. Ramharack faced the second most balls in the game. Wow, good in the innings. Good point that Jamor Small. These two are doing what the Migro other batters failed to do. I agree with you, Jamor Small. Although I can't get up your scoreboard. I don't know why. Ramharack pulled this. It's going to be safe. Oh, no, it's not. She's out caught at deep mid-wicket. So Ramharack goes. West Indies bowl out for 179. 179. Oh, and you know, we're having fun just as I was hoping that definitely they would have gotten up to a bigger total, you know, and these two would have continued batting. So West Indies bowl out for 179. It was, you know, Mervyn, Ali, and Boy, you know. I want to thank everyone who have tuned in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the banter. Thanks for sharing and keeping the interaction going. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone who have been here. I invite you to join us tomorrow for the live stream of Cornwall College versus Mayday High School T20 cricket match. I invite you also to hit that thumbs up button before you leave. And remember, you can click on the link in the video description, or it will be in the comment section, or it's in the live chat. Click on the link and become a member of our members club on Patreon. And so tomorrow during that live match, we'll be able to continue the discussion, because this discussion and the interaction, and also support live streaming of schoolboy cricket in Jamaica. So please I invite you to become a member of the Cricket Forum Club and Patreon. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Thank you, Raki Singh, for pointing out that it was a 49 runs partnership. Thank you. And take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. All the best. One love. Be good.